How Did I Did It, a show where we analyze this all pure kerfuffles from a world not beyond. I'm your host, Lexi Old, author of 7 Secret Sources of Inspiration, a snappy guide for creative procrastinators. And joining me, guest Kid Nate from Bloody Elbow and of the Let It Roll podcast, and John Nash, still calling ourselves the MMA Pancholes.
Yeah. We miss him. We miss him, though. He's off living the rock star life.
Yeah, do a real one.
So do you want to, should you get the question first, Nate, or John? Who?
I should get the question first.
Okay, there you go.
I'm alpha dog today. Nash is muttering drunkenly into his microphone, so.
What am I doing?
You are muttering drunkenly into your microphone.
Well, that's fine. That's going to be my new act for the show.
Yeah,
that's my persona. My persona.
What was the comedian Foster Brooks? We need a new Foster Brooks.
The fuck is that?
You don't remember Foster Brooks?
No, I don't.
He was a comedian who played drunks. That was his entire shtick. He acted like he was drunk.
What was he on? What TV shows and shit?
He was like I would say Match Game level celebrity. Like he would be on the Dean Martin roasts and stuff.
Yeah, that like the white beard. That was his gimmick.
He was on the Tonight Show a lot. I mean, he was pretty big time for a stand-up comedian with a very limited shtick that would today be considered deeply, deeply unforgivably offensive. So,
that sounds like who you're supposed to be, Nate. The UFC. Unforgivably offensive.
Indeed.
Limited shtick. Less than a week after announcing UFC Bull of the Woods, Conor McGregor returning to the octagon to fight UFC light heavyweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov, footage of Khabib exploiting the homeless is making its rounds live and in public, if you will. How do you handle this poisonous PR?
It doesn't affect the UFC one fucking bit. That Khabib's a dickhead. Great. Who isn't? This is just Khabib getting a little bit of heel friction going. For Khabib, maybe it's a little bit of a problem. I mean, Khabib's bigger problem is because he's Dagestani, the word is that Putin is backing Conor McGregor instead of Khabib. So, that's the Khabib's biggest problem. It doesn't have a big home base in Russia, being Dagestani, which is nominally part of the Russian body politic, but a little bit on the outside looking in culturally. Yeah, but I mean, he looks like a complete dick. He didn't say what he did, which was shoot a video of him and his cousin offering money to homeless people to do push-ups, mocking them, and then not giving them the money, which is really low down shit to do. I mean, it is kicking down, being a bully. This is the kind of shit that jocks are always going to be doing. I mean,
jock's going to jock.
Exactly. And so stupid and sensitive bully, typical jock behavior world round. So, but the UFC, this is nothing. They booked Conor McGregor. They're in gravy. Unless dumbass does something that's so heinous that it's going to make, the nightly news, or Mike Cernovich is going to try to get the guy banned from the world, Nobody cares about this. Fighter is a dickhead. That's not news. That doesn't affect the UFC's bottom line one bit.
What do you think, John?
I think it actually could come out to be a benefit to the UFC. They have a way to market Khabib beyond being a really tough foreigner. They can actually push this. They can make Conor the good guy. Conor comes across kind of as a douchebag most of the time. Now he's suddenly he's the baby face. Here we have the perfect foreign evil, Nikita Koloff villain. And we can market it to both sides. On one side, for the mega crowd, here's this just dickish Muslim from a foreign country coming into America trying to challenge a perfectly good. What? Are you going to interrupt me?
Yes.
You don't get to do the Eugene.
I do. I've got the bear claw. Look.
Yeah, get the conch.
He's trying to set up the professional wrestling.
The thing is, the MAGA chuds are going to be conflicted because they love seeing bullies pick on homeless people.
That's true.
So,
but that's why I'm saying you can market the fact that he's this evil Muslim intruders coming to America and treating our people bad, our poor. mocking us. And then on top of that, for the resistance,
And you have Conor defending Americans. You're going to America. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
There's nothing more American than an American claiming he's Irish. So right there, it just goes. But, and then the resistance crowd is like, he's from evil Russia. He's part of the plot that put Trump on the throne. So,
and yet McGregor's the one shaking hands with Putin at the World Cup.
Yeah, but no one's paying enough attention to that, so no one cares.
Oh, it'll come out. That picture with Putin and McGregor, that's going to be coming out.
What?
All over the place.
If they really want to heal it up, what they would do, and Dana would not, is he needs to revisit his homeless shtick that he had on Fox. And what happens is Khabib is like offering a homeless guy to drop down and give him 20 or 5 for the push-ups. And then you see the back of the homeless guy doing it, and he turns around as Dana White, and he goes, "Make sure you watch Khabib versus Conor."
Now you could give me, so I hate everybody involved in the whole fight, and I won't even want to tune in. That's a perfect way to do it for me.
But I think you're right. It's $1 million man gimmick. Remember the $1 million man gimmick in the WWF?
Dude, you're stealing my Legion of Doom act.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
You didn't even tell me, man. What are you talking about?
Oh,
I won't say it. I'll let you say it.
You
later, okay? That's foreshadowing. I'm going to be the professional here. All right.
Nothing.
I'm going to be a professional here. It's foreshadowing for the future.
Of this show without the Legion of Doom. You can't take that from me.
No, I'm not taking the Legion. I don't know who the members are. It's a surprise to me.
Yeah,
so look, just to keep it rolling, even though it's not the Let It Roll podcast.
Great podcast, by the way. Great podcast.
Phenomenal. You got to listen. Seriously, it's great content. But, John, you're the UFC. Mm-hmm. Will you give GSP a lightweight title shot against the Conor Khabib winner? And if so, why?
Well, at first I doubt GSP can make lightweight, but I guess he could make like a new 165-pound title. I bet she can make that. And you definitely make that fight because, well, I guess you don't make it if GSP starts asking for more. You only make it if he's willing to accept what he's already getting. And then say, like, hey, your bonus is the extra pay-per-view sales is going to get you more money, but we are not giving you a bigger cut because we're the UFC. We want to keep all of it. Then, yes, you make that fight. It's a no-brainer. It's a monster. That would be a bigger fight than what they got right now, which is probably going to be a pretty big fight. So, as UFC, I just cashed that check. Yes.
How about you, Nate?
Well, it's easy. He's not going to make lightweight. There's no chance of that. And he's going to be way bigger than either of those cats. But making a new 165-pound weight class is easier said than done.
No, it isn't. The commissions have already said.
It's still easier said than done. You've got to move the machinery of the UFC, print a new belt, come up with a name for the division. What's it going to be? Huh?
Super lightweight?
Smelterweight? Nickel?
Junior welterweights? Super lightweight? We already have the names.
Those aren't sexy enough.
It makes it perfect because no matter who wins, right? Obviously, if Conor wins, it'll be easier for the smack talk. Just make sure GSP is ringside. And then if it's Conor, he says, GSP, you fat fuck. I know you can't lose the weight. I challenge you, right? So that's how you get the 165 title in order. You insult GSP, insult his weight, say he's heard him clapping on the internets, and there you go. Right then and there. Khabib can say it too. You fat fuck. I give you 20. I offer you money for push-ups, but it wouldn't be enough, right? So both guys, whoever wins, it's the natural. Just have GSP there. Fat fuck. You can't make weight. 165 title.
I thought I would have gone with the direction of insulting the reptilians and the gray ones, but that's a whole different angle with the GSP. He might take offense to that angle. In defense of them, our visitors to this, our foreign visitors to this planet, I will fight you in his French Quebecois accent, which I'm not going to do. But I think the 165. I think Nate's completely off his rocker though. How hard to make a 165 title. The Athletic Commission's ABC also already had a meeting and stuff and said we should have that weight class. Remember that last year? That should be a new title. They've already talked about it. It just takes one move. The 170 weight pound moves to 175. Insert 165. You get an extra champ to market and a super fight. GSP McGregor, and then whoever's at 175 can potentially go down. You have another super. Just prints money. It's the money belt.
Would you dare do it as a 165 non-title, no belt match? Just a super fight spectacle?
No,
Nate. John first. Nate, go ahead.
But not Nate. John, which one first?
You.
To Nate.
Okay,
to Nate.
I get to go first.
You let Nash go first.
That's right. I should go first. That's what I should have. Guest here, mofos.
Did you hear the start of the show? Joining me are guests, Kid Nate. Both of y'all are guests.
I know, but my guest, I get no credentials after my name. And joining me is John Nash, apparently some bum from the street that just wanted.
Because you don't add anything afterwards. Like, do you have anything to pitch? No, man.
That's Well, I'll talk to you off
Blame
the air.
yourself.
We'll have this discussion. But I forgot the goddamn question now.
So, would you make the match happen without a title on the line? Would you just have a spectacle super fight, whatever you want to call it, match of the ages for the $1 million belt, whatever? Would you make the fight happen if you were not able to get whatever sanctioning is necessary or for a belt together?
I make it a title belt fight because it costs nothing to make it a title fight. It adds a little bit to it. Adds a little bit of prestige. It adds a few sales. It's gonna be a big sale, but it might add 5% of the sales. It's worth it. It costs nothing to do, and whoever wins it, now you have a championship clause to hold over them in the future. So it's a no-brainer. Put it out there.
What about you, Nate?
Yeah, they gotta stack them dollars, man. They gotta do this. They've got to do this. Plus, future generations are going to be very angry at them if they don't answer the question: could Conor McGregor beat the best middleweight of a previous generation? I mean, it's got to be answered.
What,
Anderson different weight class?
Exactly. It's a totally irrelevant fight, but
what would happen 20 years from now when they both fight in Bellator at heavyweight?
What a great day that will be. Exactly. It's a totally. How did that happen?
GSP didn't like the jokes you're making about him, man.
I see.
So, John.
Yes.
You're building up for it. Stopping answers. Disrupting. Who's in your Legion of Doom?
Well, I was going to cheat this week. I was under the impression I was taking Eugene's place as usual, and I didn't know Nate would be here. So I was going to kind of.
You thought you were taking Nate's place, and Eugene would be here.
Yes, exactly. Whatever. You already know I'm drunk, so what does it matter?
Show him your eye, man.
Yeah, look at that. No, it just won't open. It won't open. I know what's going on here. Anyways, so the Legion of Doom technically is a supervillain team from the Super Friends, but it's also a very good pro wrestling tag team. And so I thought, if Nate wasn't here, let's combine the two, the heel turn with the Legion of Doom.
Ooh, do it. Let's hear it.
So Khabib, what he is the ultimate heel turn. He is basically ripping off the act of the $1 Million Man, offering money to people. There it is. Offering money to people and then not paying them, treating them like making the peons do work for him for nothing. And so he is being the villain of a pro wrestling promotion. Well, UFC is freaking pro wrestling. It's the same goddamn thing. It's redundant to say it at this point. But that's it. He's my Legion of Doom member, but he's my alternate Legion of Doom member, the pro wrestling version of the Legion of Doom. So he's the first member of that. And every other fighter in the world, because it's pro wrestling. So still.
Makes me feel better about calling it out of order, man, because I was supposed to call Kid Nate's heel turn.
It's Kid Nate's last battalion tonight, baby. Yes.
Damn, this is all.
Indeed. Demetrius Johnson, man, you're never getting anywhere near a title fight ever again in your life, dude. You were so lost. And the bullshit you said about Trump, dude comes out with, well, he never did anything to me. Who do you make friends with this? You don't come out as a Trump supporter. You come out as a guy who hasn't personally been attacked by Trump, so you're fine with it. I mean, the logic of that, well, Stalin never killed my family, so, I'm fine with their Commissar. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. That is like the most craven and least ringing endorsement you could possibly give a candidate. Misses his chance to get the MAGA chuds, who aren't going to like him anyway, but dude is just so lost in the fog. He thinks he's going to get a rematch. You're not getting a rematch. They would be fools to let you anywhere near the title. I thought he won the fight, but I was happy Cejudo won the decision just because. I mean, you know, it's been a whole lot of DJ. It's been a lot of little guys spread mighty thin all over that giant octagon. Guy's a great fighter. Seems like a nice guy. Mad respect. We're tired of it. The UFC is done with him. He's a no money making guy. Cejudo, former Olympic gold medalist. You know, if they were even trying to get in the Latin American market, but you know, going all in on this Russia thing with Putin and Trump. So these are crazy times. But that's
so. What are they going to do if they're not going? If he's not going to shot, like how are they going to chart out his career? Just lay it on line. Right?
I don't know. Like Dustin Ortiz probably his next opponent. I don't know. I mean, that curly redheaded guy. Like, let's just drop him right to the middle of the flyweight division and make him fight 6 guys before he get a title. I wouldn't make any bones about it. Let him sign with Bellator or whatever. Who gives a shit?
They have left in his contract. You may know. Because the easiest way is he's out for a while, so you book a Henry Cejudo fight while he's out. So Henry's got to fight, and then he comes back. Well, the timing's wrong now because Henry just fight whoever won that match. So we got to book you with someone else. So you book with him. Now you burned off another fight off his contract, and he's not happy because his pay takes a big cut because he doesn't have the belt. And then you time so Cejudo's got to move up and fight at 135 versus TJ Dillashaw. Now you have to book another fight for him. He can't stand it. Now his contract's up and he's ready to leave and he can go fight Ryzen Horiguchi and I'll be happy.
Yep.
Man, thanks for joining us. Follow us on Twitter at Hey Not The Face, Alexo Kid Nate at Facebook MMA Pancholes. Please give us a thumbs up. John?
Whoa.
Oh, is that it? I can't remember. That's patented.
Dueling thumbs up. All right. Leave comments on YouTube. StrongMMANation.com, YouTube, MMA Nation, iTunes. Visit Bloody Elbow. Buy 7 Secret Source Inspiration. Box Post, Thin Black Duke, and Blue Noel's Easy Way Out, where fine music is sold. Listen to Literal Podcast. And John, what do you have to pitch?
Oh, nothing. I just want some recognition. That's all. Just for once. I'm on Bloody Elbow. I got a Show Money podcast coming up. I got an article on tonight.
There you go.
Yeah,
Show Money.
I got a Show Money. I got that. I got an article I'm handing in tonight about people might like either tomorrow or the day after Anton looks over it about the ranking system. And then I got another one that's really good.
There we go, man.
Kill the sport.
Yep.
And Nate's waiting for that. We want to end this sport. We do not want to be doing this anymore.
From this podcast, check out the link below if it's there. I sent it late. If the shoes fit on YouTube, if the shoes fit. All right, it's in there like Prego. Remember that? It's in there. We're back next week in our install. If I didn't, we don't know what we're going to talk about yet because the PR mistakes have yet to be made.